Hello everybody, welcome back. Welcome back. I say that if you've watched my previous video about three notes on the foot there. So we're gonna be doing we're gonna be working on doubles around the kit. Leading with the left, personally, I find that easier to get around, because as soon as you come over here to the floor tone, if you've started with your right, when you come to the snare, you're crossing over. It's a bit of an awkward sticky wicket there that nobody really wants to get involved in. What I failed to mention in the previous video is if you don't have a kit, if you don't have this practice kit, or if you don't have a drum kit, if you're in, because obviously the quarantine, if there's a problem, do what you can. If you've got one pad, just work on doubles left hand lead, and then obviously you'll have to translate the motion when you get to a kit, when all this whole crazy pandemic thing ends, but at least you'll have the fundamentals there in the left hand lead, because that can be a tricky thing if it hasn't been worked on. And again, this has a pedal to it. If you don't have any of that and you just have a pad, that's me tapping on the floor. So again, that's heel down. It'll be less impactful on your joints as opposed to heel up, but again, work on both of them. Just because you don't have a foot pedal doesn't give you the excuse to not work on this during the quarantine. So what we're going to do is doubles around the kit. Right left on the snare, right left on the tom, right left on the floor, and I'm going to close it with 2 on the foot. That's also going to be heeled down, and we're going to loop it. And again, I apologize for not having a metronome. I'm not that kind of a techie guy where I can metronome and record at the same time. I'm sure that's farcically easy. If you know how to do it, drop it down in the comments below. I'm sure I'll get completely pwned and schooled by a lot of generations, mine and ones that are younger than me, on how to do it. But I do practice with the metronome, so please don't start saying any horrible things if I might rush here slightly. I know that it's going to happen. It is what it is. So here we go. Left hand lead, doubles around the kit, ending with the bass drum. So obviously we could go a million times faster, possibly not, because a million times of what I gauge is probably around 70 or 80 BPM. That would be robotically fast, so there we go. But you get the point. This is, again, this can be translated into a fill, maybe not at that length, because that's a pretty obnoxious fill. We are a accompaniment instrument. Whether you feel to approach the instrument in that capacity, that's your bag, but it's always better to serve the song, in my opinion. But I'm some dude in a basement putting up grainy videos on YouTube, so what do I know? No, take it for what it is. This is a nice fluidity based exercise. Again, it'd be great if you have a kit to get around. If you don't, that's okay. Just sit here focusing on 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 bass, 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 bass, 1 2 3 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 bass. Right, so you can translate it in that capacity. Again, just little exercises, little workouts. This is essentially nice little workouts that you can be doing when you can't be doing stuff that you might otherwise enjoy. So let's all use this quarantine time to really dig in to the stuff that is otherwise quite boring. I find really incredibly fun, but I'm a nerd. Find stuff that we wouldn't normally approach and work on, so that we can come out and have a nice little drum renaissance, as it were. So I've waffled enough. Have a great day and stay safe.